Did you know that values contribute to your well-being and your life satisfaction? Join me today on Mind Over Matter and learn 2 simple ways that you can use values to contribute to your well-being.
Mind over matter, a key to a beautiful life, a key to a beautiful life. No stress, no trauma for me. In my days I will be free. I'll have a key to my beautiful life. I'll have the key to my beautiful life.
So values are those things that are important to you, or essentially those principles and standards that guide your behavior. Values look different across nations and communities. Values even guide laws, policies, and behaviors. And values can also begin to benefit you in some very specific ways. So here are 2 simple ways that values begin to benefit you and your life satisfaction. First, values can increase and fuel motivation. In fact, there are behavioral change theories that are created that use values as a key component to helping to increase motivation and helping people to have success in changing behavior. Values are what's important to us, and so when we understand what is important to us, it helps us to make sure that our behaviors, our actions, our commitments align with that. When we are aligned with what we are doing and it feels good, something called dopamine is fired in our brain, which is a neurotransmitter or chemical in our brain that tells us to do it again. So doing things that feels good to us, that is important to us, is going to help increase the motivation because of the physiological impacts on the brain, as well as the way in which it helps to guide your behavior. Secondly, knowing what's important to you helps you identify your needs. When you have clear expectations of what you need with your relationships, at work, in the community, at school, or wherever you find yourself, you are much better able to set boundaries and get your needs met. Communicating your boundaries allows you the opportunity to increase the likelihood of your needs being met. And when your needs are met, guess what? You have safety. And when safety is present, you have the opportunity to thrive. So, what does it look like for you? How do you show up for yourself? I want to encourage you to consider for a moment what you do for yourself and how you show up for yourself. Because one simple way to do so is to consider for yourself what your values are and allow those to guide your commitments, your decisions, and your behaviors. Are you up for the challenge? Here are 3 simple things that you can begin considering for yourself as you identify your values and your needs. Number 1, what brings you joy, okay? What brings you joy? What makes you happy? What makes your heart smile? What brings you energy and gives you lots of fun, right? You want to make sure that you are incorporating that into your life more and more. So for instance, I absolutely love dance. And learning and understanding that I love dance helps me to recognize that I need an opportunity to move my body, that I need an opportunity to have fellowship with my fellow friends and also love dancing. Number 2, what makes you upset? And ask yourself, when you're upset, what's absent and what need needs to be met? So for instance, I found that I used to get really upset anytime I was late. What that helped me recognize was that I needed to be seen as a responsible person, and anything that contradicted that was very frustrating. Lastly, ask yourself, in the previous responses, what is important to you? What is being demonstrated? What values are present, right? In my previous responses, I demonstrated that my values are reliability and relationships. So knowing this and understanding this, it helps me to remain disciplined and committed to being true to myself. Practicing our values and staying committed to our values is simple, not always easy, but the energy is worth it. By doing so, you're able to increase your life satisfaction, your joy, your happiness, your motivation, your self-esteem. So practice mind over matter, use your values, and begin to lead the life that you love. I'll see you again next time on Mind Over Matter. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook pages.
My